We start with around 600 grams of chicken breast, which is placed in a pan. You may wish to add thighs for more flavour. We coat this in chicken stock before covering and then simmering on medium heat for around 45 minutes or until the chicken pulls away with ease, with the use of a fork as demonstrated here. The chicken can then be cooled and refrigerated until needed much later on. And now on to the sides. To make the chunky salsa, we take 4 tomatoes, quarter before removing seeds, then chopping into small chunks before placing the chunks into a container to start our salsa mix. We then take half a red onion, of which the other half goes to our guacamole. We make slices horizontally, 2 should be enough, followed by slices every half centimetre or so vertically to allow us to then cut along the length to achieve a finely diced onion. We then add this to the pot before taking 3 cloves of garlic, finally chopping these into small chunks, adding this to the mixture. We then add a generous helping of coriander, which we chop roughly, before adding the juice of 1 lime, followed by some salt, around a teaspoon, and a dash of white wine vinegar. We then can use a pestle to roughly bring the ingredients together. We don't need this pasty, however, just nicely mixed. We want it to have a bit of a bite and remain quite chunky. There are those who prefer a smooth, slightly runnier salsa, and to do that, just keep the seeds within the tomatoes, add the ingredients to a blender and carefully pulse. To make a simple guacamole, we can take 4 ripe small avocados. A little tip here, if they're not quite ripe enough, stick them in the microwave for a few seconds. Halving each avocado, we then remove the stone before making incisions down the length of the inside, then the width. We can then flip the skin inside out and with ease remove all the avocado. To our chopped avocado, we're going to add the juice of a full lime, and then the other half of the red onion that we saved from earlier. Again, finely dicing this very carefully. We're then going to take 2 cloves of garlic and again finely dice these before adding them to the mixture. Once they're diced and added, we're going to take another 2 to 3 tomatoes and again half, then quarter before de-seeding and finally dicing and adding to our guacamole mix. Before chopping another bunch of coriander quite coarsely, a little seasoning, and then again with a pestle and mortar we're going to bring these ingredients together. This is all personal choice at this stage. If you want it chunky, don't mash it too much. If you like it smooth like Mrs. Faceless, give it a good old mashing. Again, another option, some people do like a little bit of a kick to their guacamole, so feel free to mash in some red chilli at this stage as well. Both those sides can be placed in the refrigerator and left to rest for around 2 hours, or preferably 12 hours. We then take a frying pan and add 240 ml of passata sauce. I left a little to later on. I used the thickness with the chicken to judge whether or not more sauce was needed. Bringing this to a boil, We're then going to add 1 teaspoon each of ground coriander, ground paprika, ground cumin, and at this point, again optional for strength, I added 1 teaspoon of red chili powder. You might want to go for a full tablespoon if you like that real big kick of heat. Once all those ingredients are melded together, we throw in our shredded chicken from earlier, and we mix this thoroughly with the sauce, making sure to heat it fully through. Now the other way you could do this is, rather than letting the chicken cool, you could do this step first and then chill the whole mixture later when you need the chimichangas. I'd already cooled this chicken, so I didn't really want to cool it again to reheat. So I then went straight on to the assembly of our chimichangas. So whilst preheating a deep fat fryer to 150 degrees C, or if you want a healthy version, 200 degrees C in the oven, we're going to take 1 large tortilla wrap. We then place a small layer of refried beans. This isn't homemade, this is simply taken from a can. I use the old El Paso range. We then take a generous portion of our chicken mix, before topping with a generous portion of grated cheese, or enough cheese for your own tastes. We then fold the sides of the tortilla inwards with a little bit of difficulty. I did a bit of a mash-up job of this. So you fold your sides and then you roll from the bottom to the top of the tortilla to make a nice little parcel. Once our tortillas are made, we're going to fry them at medium heat for around 8 minutes, rolling if needed. Be careful though, the tortillas can puff up and rise. You may wish to use a slotted spoon to press down gently whilst the chimichangas cook. You can ignore my fat hand in the way there, blurring the vision. Finally, we can serve our chimichangas alongside some fresh lime, salad leaves, tomatoes, a generous serving of sour cream, garnished with some chopped coriander, and then not forgetting our beautiful chunky salsa and our smooth guacamole. And there you have it, a delicious spicy chicken chimichanga. Thank you very much for watching. If on Facebook, please feel free to comment, share, save or follow the page. Remember, my videos appear first on YouTube, so make sure to subscribe over there. If you are on YouTube, please leave a comment, hit that subscribe button, grab a friend, get them to subscribe and comment, and make sure you hit that notification button to see more weekly videos. Stay healthy and see you next episode. Bye bye.